Well, hello everybody and greetings from Pelicruiser, the Pelicruiser here. And today we're going to begin some major upgrades here in the new to us Winnebago Trend 23L.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
Good morning. It's a beautiful morning at Pelicamp. And yeah, departure always takes longer than you expect. But we already unplugged everything, put everything away. Mini 4 stays here, guarding the camp. I'm gonna make sure that everything is fine in Mini Tini 1, put out the flag, and well, we're going to Naples today, Naples, Florida.
We're driving to Naples because it is there where in a few days our friend Remy is going to do the solar, lithium and inverter upgrades in order to make Pelicruiser here the ultimate boondocking machine. I've been of the theory that Pelicruiser can park in some of these diagonal parking spaces, so let's test that theory. And we can, as long as we take 2 parking spaces.
Well, we haven't had Hardys in a long time because we don't have any Hardys like close to home. Oh, there's one in Perry. But let me tell you, I just figured out that we can pretty much park in any diagonal parking as long as I take 2 spots. And that's a good thing because most fast food restaurants are diagonal parking. And so are many small towns in America. And the only time I drink soda is when I come to one of these places. Sit in the right spot.
We're gonna stop at the rest area right before the Sunshine Skyway Bridge.
Use coffee at the rest area with a view of Tampa Bay.
Now crossing the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Not as scary as it used to be since they put in this fencing on the right. I kind of liked it better the way it was before. Kind of scary. Kind of like a challenge in windy conditions. But what can you do? Life must be safe. This is a beautiful area, Tampa Bay. We must return at least to St. Pete Beach or Clearwater, but this video is about RV upgrades, so we're gonna get to that as soon as we get back to Miami. Well, anyway, we stopped at Naples for some final measurements and agree on an installation date. We do have to order some stuff, and it is going to be the ultimate solar and lithium system, as big as this rig can support, which is going to be, by the way, the next video. Right now, let's get to Miami and do all the other somewhat minor stuff.
Well, yes, it is upgrade season. As you know, every RV you buy, you have to make it your own. And everybody has different priorities. And by the way, I am wearing one of my most vintage t-shirts here because I think this is going to be, as we just passed our 10th RV anniversary last year, I think this is going to be like a renaissance, like a new beginning. A new travel style and a new beginning for our travels here in the United States and maybe even abroad. And the first thing we did a couple of weeks ago, and you saw that video, we went to Lakeland because we wanted to install a Truma AquaGo water heater. Once you go Truma, I mean, and they're not a sponsor, it's just... it's hard to go back to anything else. So we went to and I couldn't show you the installation because we did it there at the Truma a service center in Lakeland, but they installed a Truma AquaGo Comfort, and unfortunately we couldn't go Comfort Plus because they will have to do the whole piping of the RV, but we did that one. Great upgrade, and today we're going to do several things. I got the Starlink Mini, and I want to have a way to use it in motion and to be able to power it natively with 12 volts. As you know, we're gonna get a nice inverter here, but whenever you use an inverter, there's always less efficiency, right? You're converting DC to AC to convert it back to DC, and that's not what I want to do with Starlink. So let's begin with that installation. I want to replace one of the USBs, which are kind of antiquated, like the old USB Type A, with an actual 12-volt receptacle. So we can get 12 volts directly to Starlink. So let's start with that one. Well, if you noticed, I removed the TV. This was not the greatest location for the TV, and we don't really watch TV anymore. I'd rather use an iPad. And we're gonna do something else here, but let me show you what I wanna do with Starlink here in the front. And this, of course, we have a 12 volt here that we could use while in motion, but with the engine off, that one doesn't work. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna convert this USB here into a cigarette lighter type adapter, and yeah, that's gonna be our first step. But in order to get here with a regular screwdriver, I have to lower the bed. So let's lower the bed, and I'm gonna get on the bed and do that. By the way, I really wish these doors would stay up, but they don't. And one of the first things I have to do is remove this cover here. By the way, this is also where I have the booster for the TPMS, which I'm going to disconnect temporarily here, just to be able to access this. This is what we're removing, and we're replacing it. Let me loosen this up a little bit. Actually, this might be easier than I expected. Okay, remember, yellow one on the right. Okay, let it be the same diameter, please. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a lot simpler than I thought. Yellow goes on the left because this one has the positive on the left. Well, let's see if we got power. Okay, this is the adapter that I got for Starlink. On the other end, it has two USBs, and here it has the Starlink adapter, you know, the connector. So let's see if we have power here. I mean, why wouldn't we, right? Yes. Since we have 12.1 volts, which our battery is a little low right now. I don't have solar in this rig, and it's been here for a couple of weeks. I connected the alligator clamps here, and we now have power to this, and we still have power on the 12 volts, so that should work. So yeah, that turned out easier than I was expecting. I thought, you know, I was gonna have to climb up on this bunk bed and show you my climbing skills here, but that didn't happen. Now let me show you what we're doing with Starlink, and I got the Starlink Mini, which I like because it's super compact, and the router is built in, so it's just one unit, and we used it already once. It works great. But anyway, let me show you how we're gonna install it in here, because it turns out Starlink works through glass. So if we're gonna be in motion, I mean, it's not gonna have like something fell. It's not gonna have like the perfect angle, always, you know, pointing a little bit to the north, but it is gonna work. And this is what we bought. And maybe I should clean this with some rubbing alcohol before we do anything. But I bought this this mount here, and it's a suction cup mount, and it should mount up there, and hopefully it won't fall on our heads. I believe it goes like this, and it just clicks where you know that footrest was, or whatever you call that. And then I should read the instructions, but I believe you just Velcro it like so. This is supposed to be a Velcro it, no, suction cup it like so. It's supposed to be just like a suction cup mount. Let me look online at the pictures, and I'll get back to you.
Some rubbing alcohol.
It's probably sufficiently dry now, so let's just do one of this. That should work. Okay, I did make one mistake. I was supposed to run the wire first, so let's do it again. Let me actually fire up the engine so we have a little more voltage here.
Yeah, Starlink keeps rebooting, which means there's not enough electricity.
Yeah, we're actually down to 10.9 volts. That's no good. We now have 12.3 volts, which is not great. And we still... It is buzzing. I don't know if you guys can hear. You probably can't. We got a weird buzzing sound. Okay. It is still making that noise, but it did connect. Indeed, it's calculating orientation right now. So we'll see. And of course, we have obstructions here. So this is not going to work great. But I just want to see if it works at all. And yeah, we're getting some blinking on the LEDs here, so it is sucking up a lot of juice. Maybe, well, Starlink decided to do a software update, so while it does that, let's do something else. Well, there it is, Starlink Mini installed. Not everything is working as planned. Apparently this 12-volt outlet I bought and put here does not have enough juice. I don't know if it's the battery, even with the short power. It keeps resetting, but it is working with the one here in the dash. So more research shall go into this, and maybe we can do something. Maybe when we get the lithium batteries and we're gonna have a more robust system, I'll just connect it to inverted power and be happy with it. Well, we continue once again here in the bathroom. At some point I'm gonna figure out why I'm not getting enough amps out of that outlet in the front. But for now, we're gonna replace the shower head. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the one that I have, but I have a better one. By the way, this was the configuration we had back in 2019. You know, from 2014 to late 2018 was old Kia with Mini Tini 1. 2019 was the year that we purchased the Colorado, and this that was a lot of traveling during that year. By the way, if you hear some air conditioner noise, I apologize. It is hot in Florida. Anyway, let me show you what I'm gonna replace that shower head with. It's right here, and they're not a sponsor. I just like it. It's an Oxygenics shower head, and yeah, this is our 5th rig. All other 4 rigs I have replaced the stock shower head with this. What it does, it saves you water because it creates the illusion of higher water pressure, basically. Okay, let me show you what it comes with. Well, the shower itself, it comes with the clip, which I'm gonna try to use this same clip, so you know we don't have to like maybe opening new holes on the you know what I mean. It comes with this hose. It comes with an on-off switch, so you save water. You know, especially if you're boondocking, you can turn off the water here, you know, lather up and whatnot, and then rinse. And it comes with a plumber's tape. So let's do it. Yeah, this one has a built-in switch, but anyway, yeah, you can just hand tighten it and loosen it. This one at least. And this one didn't have any plumber's tape, I don't think.
I am really not very good at this.
It seems tight enough. And now the shower head. There it is. It does look like I might have to use eventually the one that came with it. But for now, let's turn on the water pump and see how it works. Yeah, that's it. That's simple. Turn on the water pump and let's see. Well, yeah, there you go. It works. And with this, it doesn't turn off completely. It just goes down to a trickle and then back on. And yeah, I think this is gonna work. I don't think I'm gonna have to change that, but we'll see. All right, one of the things that I've been meaning to replacing here from day one is this head unit. Let me show you. I'm just gonna put it in accessory mode here. Let's turn it on. Well, yeah, I'm sure in 2015 actually, when this chassis was new, this was a fairly advanced head unit, but by today's standards, I mean, we're spoiled, let's face it. I mean, it does have Bluetooth, it has certain things. It even comes with navigation by TomTom, which it's not very good at this point. It does come. It is very integrated into the car. Like if you wanna, the trip, a computer and all that, or your miles per gallon and all that. This is where you would read it. Now the new head unit that I bought, it has something called data link, and should be in the keyword. It should interface with the car, with the vehicle. I don't know if I want to be able to install it myself or get a professional to do it. This may be a little above my pay grade, but I want to try. Let me show you what I got. It's unboxing therapy time. Yeah, I love this. I love having this huge table here, by the way. And yeah, there's more. But here's what we're going to open right now. Let me bring it over. And let's see. All right, this is the main thing, and I bought this Kenwood Exelon reference. It has a big screen, and it is supposed to be compatible. It is supposed to. Let me show. I haven't even opened it yet because I'm afraid that if I get the genie out of the bottle, I may never be able to put it back on. So. Right now, I just realized you guys couldn't see anything now, could you, with that big box in the middle of the table? Well, this is the screen, and then there's the rest of the head unit that would go inside the dash there. But this is the main thing, and that's going to be a huge, beautiful screen that I assume goes right here. Oh man, that's going to be nice. I really hope it is fully compatible, because this wasn't cheap. But after having Starship, and Starship has a similar screen, and I wanted something with a volume knob. Yeah, this is for the camera, which at some point there's gonna be a way to adapt the camera that goes in here into here. We'll see. Anyway. And the stereo came with all this, and then these are the data link Maestro, all that stuff to connect it to the data link system, so I can control those things in the car from the head unit, and this is a Sirius XM receiver because. Chances are, Sirius XM is one of those things that seems like a luxury, like something you don't really need. And this is the kit de instalación, or radio install kit. Sirius XM seems like one of those things that is a luxury, but sometimes when you're in the middle of nowhere and it enhances the quality of your life, especially if you're on one of those long drives. So. I want to keep my options open and have the choice to have a Sirius XM. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with this right now. I have to read the instructions and first figure out how to remove this one and then how to install that one. And I've said it many times. One of the things that I miss the most about static life is having reliable internet on the road. And Starlink is great, but Starlink doesn't always work. So we want something that works better in motion. And at this point, Starlink, I think, is going to be more like an emergency kind of deal for when there's nothing else. And I was chatting with Mike Wendland of RV Lifestyle. And the folks at Technomadia, they also recommend this. And it's very expensive. I'll preface it with that. But if it works, it might be worth it. And this is something that is future-proof, that we're going to be able to, if we ever change rigs, move it to another rig. All right, let me show you what we got here. This is what they call a Peplink rider. This is the MAX BR2 Pro. This thing is supposed to be a beast. It's better than a Wii booster. It's better than a cell phone booster, of course. It has, I believe, 9 cellular antennas, 2 Wi-Fi antennas, and a GPS antenna. Well, it doesn't have them here. We're going to have an external antenna up on the roof. And here we have all the accessories. I mean, it has the antennas if we want to connect them right here, but since we're gonna do the roof, you can connect it to AC or DC. This is the GPS antenna. I don't know exactly where that goes. And oh man, I'm so excited to try this. Yeah, I don't think it came with a DC cable. I'm gonna have to ask and call, but yeah. And then on this side, you have a serial port, USB. You have, this is the DC in, and yeah, you have 4 Ethernet ports and one, and yeah, this is a beast. This is a little bit of overkill for what we need, but you know, I don't want like half half solutions anymore. I wanna have something that works, and we need it. We're both full-time working from the road. And this Peplink, I'm going with a company called Mobile Must Have, and they're not a sponsor. I paid full price for this, but they are gonna give me an affiliate link. So if this is something you guys are interested in, I'll get a small commission from it. This is the Beast antenna. This is the 11-in-1 antenna that goes on the roof. So all these wires are gonna go connected to that router. This already comes with a 3M tape, so it would stick to the roof. I suppose you have to open a hole. How do you like my new hat? Coming to you from the future, by the way. Anyway, we ended up using the existing hole for the TV antenna, but we're gonna see all that in the next video, where we do the solar, the batteries, the inverter, and that antenna. I in the end, I needed some help from Remy. And spoiler alert, it's been 2 months and I have not installed that radio yet. Still carrying it back there. At some point, we will. But right now, I want to show you something that I couldn't show you at the time. I couldn't show you the installation of the Easy Start, of the soft start system for the air conditioner. And that was necessary in order to run that air conditioner with the inverter that we're going to install on the next video. And by the way, affiliate link, there's going to be an affiliate link in the video description for that. But now let's rewind to a week ago. One of the best and most significant upgrades we've done to Pelicruiser here, and there's going to be a video about that very soon here on the channel, is the power systems. We installed a massive battery bank, we installed solar and a nice inverter, and in order to make all that work, especially the air conditioner, you need something called a soft start. As you remember, the air conditioner, it consumes about 1500 watts, which is nothing for the Victron 3000, but it's that starting current for the compressor. When the compressor starts, the watts for a split second, they just jump drastically. And especially if you want to do it like we're doing it with an inverter, if we want to use a smaller generator, or yeah, if you don't have like access to full 30 amp of power, you need to get a soft start. And I've partnered once again. I mean, I installed and the company is called Micro-Air, and they just came out with a brand new EasyStart. It's called the EasyStart Breeze. And I partnered with them, I want to say 8 years ago, when I installed the original soft start on Mini Teeny 1. I'll put a link to that video. And at that moment, I didn't have the sophisticated power systems I have now. I just wanted to run it with a Honda 2000 with a small generator, and that's what we did. We installed that soft start. And let me get my handheld teleprompter here. This EasyStart, it reduces up to 75% that starting current on AC units. And it's 40% smaller than the previous soft EasyStart. So that is significant, because it is going to be compatible with more AC units. And it also plays a big role in silencing the unit. Sometimes when these air conditioners start, you hear that like a big noise. It can even wake you up in the middle of the night. Well, this one is much quieter. And the last feature that I want to talk about, by the way, I did a whole installation video and I had technical difficulties, so I might climb on the ladder and show you what we did after the fact. But it's Bluetooth, so it has an app on your phone where you can do software updates, you can do diagnostics, they can do remote, that you can send them data and they can diagnose remotely. And most importantly, we don't have these RVs forever. In 3 years, 5 years, whenever I may want to upgrade to a different RV, or I may want to upgrade that AC unit, which is not the greatest, let's be honest about it. Well, you can, with the Bluetooth, you can reprogram that EasyStart to factory settings, because that's the other thing about EasyStart. It's a smart system. It learns, you know. They recommend that the first 5 times or so that compressor starts, that you have it connected to shore power, so the EasyStart learns, you know, that compressor. So in order to unlearn that, you have to use your Bluetooth app, and you make it forget, basically. You make it unlearn your current AC if you want to move it to a different AC unit. And it's very easy to install. Well, it's relatively easy to install. I mean, you have to bypass a couple of wires there in the compressor. And I mean, if you can connect wires here and there, and maybe, you know, and have a screwdriver, that's all you really need. Anyway, I want to thank EasyStart, Micro-Air for partnering with me. And there's going to be a link in the video description if this is something you want to get. And I think it's very important. I mean, you could always buy a new AC, but why buy a new AC if you can, you know, upgrade your AC with a soft start? By the way, promo code MyRV and you'll get a discount.
I decided to get up on the roof after all.
Well, this is all we had to do, remove the cover, of course, and then here it is. That's our EasyStart Breeze. And all we had to do was actually remove the fan, so we had better access to double-sided tape it here. This seemed like the most suitable location. And then the wires, we had to open this junction box here and, you know, run the wires through the hole there and connect them as instructed. And that's all we really had to do up here. It is relatively easy if you know how to follow instructions, and maybe have a friend who helps you, like my friend Remy, who installed this whole solar system up here. I helped. Well, this is something else that I got, something that they sent me. This is the BlueTech water filtration system, and I've been using their products for about 3 years now, but this is the new model. And let me show you what it looks like, and it comes in this very handy carrying case or bag. So yeah, let's open it up. And this is what it looks like. It's a 3-stage filtration system, and let me tell you all about it. Well, here we go, much better, much closer, so you can see it better. And I've been using it at this point. I'm coming to you from the future, or the present rather. I've been using it for over a month now, the new BlueTech water filtration system. And it has 3 stages, as I said. The first stage is what they call the longevity filter, and this is particularly important at a place like Pelicamp, or a place with well water, because there's going to be a lot of sediment on that water. And this first filter is going to take care of those larger particles, that sediment, so you don't clog your other 2 filters, right? That's basically the way I understand it. It extends the life of your filters to 3 to 4 months. So I'm going to have to change this soon. Now, the second one is a 0.2 micron filter. And that one will take care of all those small particles, all those submicron particles. It'll filter them out. And it does have a high flow technology, so you don't lose as much water pressure, even though your water is going through 3 different filters. And then the last one is what they call the taste filter. The tasty filter. And it is a coconut shelf activated carbon filter, which will improve the taste and smell of the water. Now, here we have this great water filtration system that I've been using, but they sent me something else that I want to show you now. I haven't installed it yet because, you know, plumbing is not an area of my expertise, but we will install it later. And I'm really excited to use what I'm going to show you now, because then I will feel much safer just drinking the tap water when we're connected to full hookups. Well, this is it, and it even comes with the installation kit. I've just been, I mean, I probably could do it myself. I've just been lazy, to be honest. Too much traveling, too much fun. But this is a special faucet with the UV light. And that's the other thing. I would have to open a hole in my counter, and I don't know. Just want someone else to open the hole. But this is very cool. It installs like this, and then I guess it goes all the way in. I don't want to put it all the way in right now because, and this has a power adapter that you could, you need to find the power, because what this does have, and it comes with two attachments. This one, or you can use this one as well, depending on your sink. It has a UV light inside, so that UV light will take care of, any germs, any bacteria that might be in the water. It'll kill them, so that water will be safe to drink. So this is something I'm really excited to install at some point. It's just been one of those trips that I just haven't made the time to do it. But I just wanted to show it to you guys, because in a future video you might see me drinking water from the tap, and I don't want you to think, Robert, you're crazy drinking tap water like we used to in the 70s right now. And that's it. There's going to be a link in the video description for this one too, especially that 3-stage water filtration system. I've been using a lot and I love it. Actually, I'm still using my own hose on this one, but it's very easy because it comes with the quick connects, and you just boom and boom. Everything should be quick connect. Let's turn on the water. And that's it for this video, coming to you from the West, from the future. Yeah, on the next one, we continue with the RV modifications, but the main one, which is going to be the power systems, lithium batteries, solar panels, inverter, all the good stuff. And then we're really ready to tackle Route 66. But that will be even a more future video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road again with Pelicruiser.